Hello everybody, welcome to Bad Big Games. I'm your host Joseph, and Sea of Thieves is out in the wild, and the first impressions are that it's a little mixed. So my question for this video is, what would we do to help fix some of the issues that Sea of Thieves has, and what would we implement in the game to make it better? So with that said, Future Joe, roll the intro. So first things first, let's state some ground rules. A, I bought this game for $59.99, so I'm all in on Sea of Thieves. Every game that I do impressions on, I buy the game. So if someone's calling me a Sony pony, I'm sorry, I'm all in. I was playing this on my Xbox One X. Now with that said though, I don't agree with all the hate and I don't agree with all the praise. I do feel like there is some middle ground, that there is some mixed waters, puns, that this game settles on. So with me, I walked in optimistic, I walked out mixed, but hopeful that in the future, in the short term, this will get fixed. So with that said, what I did was I went on Reddit, I went on other forum sites, and I started to look at what people were saying critically about the game and actually adding some thought of their own. And so I gathered together a list of some fun ideas to help improve the game, and I'm not going to sit here trying to be an armchair critic of trying to say how rare is the worst and Microsoft selling out type of malarkey. What I'm here is as a gamer, as someone who purchased the game, and me wanting to see it get better because it paid $59.99 for it. I want to see it get better. So let's talk about the first fix. And whether you do love or hate this game, the first fix is universally agreed upon. We need to fix respawns. We need to fix them almost ASAP. We need to make this a priority because what's happening to some people, it's happened to me in the past, is that, let's just say, for example, a lot of this happens a lot. Fortresses in the game, right? They're skull fortresses that you get to attack, and what they are basically is once you land on the island, first you have to knock out their cannons, and then you fight waves of enemies until you get this rare respawn guy, this rare captain coming out there. You kill him, you get his key, you unlock all these chests. It's awesome, and it's such a feat because it is quite a challenge, and they are a lot of fun, but they take time. So what that means is that your boat is a sitting duck. You gotta be smart about where you're going and how you're fighting. And what would happen is some people would try to take advantage of this opportunity. Some other pirates would come by and try to kill your ship, try to sink your ship, take your booty, and then kill you along with the ship. And then bam, they're now at wave 8 instead of wave 2, and they get to complete the stronghold. They take all the chests, they get home with all the glory. Now that's fine. That's what the game's about. But some people said, and they mentioned this, and it's happened to me, they would beat back those pirates, right? They would beat back the people that launched that surprise attack, but they would just come back. Maybe a minute, maybe 2 minutes, maybe 3 minutes. They would come back, and they would keep on coming back until they sunk your ship. Instead of making it the fight of a battle of the wits, they're making it about a battle of attrition. They're making sure that you run out of all your cannons. You make sure you run out of all your planks, and that they would defeat you over time. And why and how that's happening is because instead of spawning you maybe on the opposite side of the map or 2 to 3 islands away, they're spawning them an island away from the fort. So they're just keeping on coming back within a minute or two, and they're again killing you, and it sucks. And that isn't fun. That's actually straight up griefing to me. That's really annoying. To me, it's happened to me where I spawn on an island and there's already guys there. They kill me, and this happens on the bigger islands. And I just spawn on the opposite side of the island, and this has happened to me 3 or 4 times. So much so that at the 4th time I was like, and I'm just gonna turn off this game. I'm not gonna play this game anymore. I'm gonna take an hour to myself. So right off the bat, there are some awesome forums with some great minds gathering together and tackling this issue because they love the game so much. And I feel like that's so awesome. The Reddit community, pretty rad so far. So with that said, we got to fix that respawn. I gave you my little solution, 2, 3 islands away. That would be awesome. Now the next one, these are 2 small ones, but it's something that I would like to see, and I was surprised that I didn't see. So that is, I would like to name my pirate. Like, listen, I know we got gamer tags, and yeah, we get to change our gamer tag. That's awesome. Shuhei, please, for the love of God, let us change our PSN names. Nonetheless, though, it is what it is. We have our gamer tag, and mine is Senor Bad Bit. And though that's an awesome name, and I love it to death, I would love to name my pirate because I don't want him to be Senor Badbit. I want him to be Captain Abuelo. Oh, I'm an old Mexican pirate with a heart of gold, and I would love to call, my Captain Abuelo's ship Mi Amor. I would like to call that like Abuelo's ship, right? I would love to name my ship and to name my captain because that's what it's all about being a pirate. Those legendary pirates, Blackbeard, right? The Blackbeard. You got like the Black Pearl. You would love to name your ship. That's everybody names their ship, even if you're not a pirate. So with that said, let us fucking change the name and have names for our pirates and our ships. That would be super awesome. Get to it. Now, the next thing, and the reason why I say let us change our captains' names, or let us have captain names and ship names, is because one thing that I've seen online, and this is an awesome theory, this is a pie in the sky prediction, or what I would like to see rather, and that is bounties. There are ships that, let's be honest, one of the big selling points of this game, PvP, boat combat, it's fantastic. And sometimes people just log on and they go ship hunting. That's what we did a couple days ago, and it was a ton of fun. I'll be honest with you. So, what about if you kill 2 or 3 ships? How about you get a bounty on your head? Maybe other ships could find you on the map, and you're located on the map for everybody to see. So now you have to be extra cautious when you're trying to surprise attack someone, trying to go to a fort, trying to get some treasures. Whatever the case may be, now you're a wanted pirate. And again, they have contracts out for your head. This is something that Red Dead Redemption did. They had this wanted level where you were wanted by the law, and when the law couldn't stop you, again, players had to step in. That was awesome. Put that in this game. I feel like that would be such an incredible thing. Seeing the name of your ship saying, like, I don't know, let's just say the Spanish Armada has a price for Captain Abuelo's ship. That would be really fantastic. So with that said, again, contracts that makes the PvP a whole lot funner and has some purpose to it as well. You could be good pirates fighting in the name of law. Why would you do that? Just keep killing people. Okay, so the next thing, other than bounties, which I think would be a really awesome PvP element, I would like to see, and like everybody says, more content. Let's be honest, guys, gang, the 3 quests that we keep on getting, or 4 quests technically, they're all fetch quests, right? X marks the spot on the map, solve this dumb riddle, get a couple of chickens, maybe some pigs, maybe some snakes. Fucking hate snakes. They're just the worst. And then like fight X amount of pirates, you kill this one pirate captain, you're done. And yeah, it does get boring after a while. Let's be honest with each other. After an hour or 2, you've kind of played all that you can play of this game. And the whole point in a lot of people's argument is it's about the journey, not the destination. And I do agree with that. I think some things that they play around with this game, I do agree with it. It's about being with your friends. It's about that social element. But the social element can only go so far. It should be an adventure every time you log on, but instead, sometimes it's just a bore and kind of a chore. So, oh, poet didn't know it. And so, what I would do is add events that, like the Kraken, but add more of them. Instead of just getting pigs and getting chickens, what about we're hunting? What about, I don't know, big game in the Caribbean, but like, what about we're hunting like wild boar, or we're hunting like a leper of some kind? We're hunting a big cat with big claws, big teeth, and he's killing a whole lot of people. How about we instead of having those merchant quests where it's just get a couple of chickens, maybe I'm getting a couple of furs. Maybe I'm fighting some of the wildlife. Put some wildlife in this game. Make the variety of combat not just skeletons, but the wildlife itself. Give me fucking malaria. I want it. Only kidding. Don't put malaria in the game, or just in real life. Take it out. So with that said, yeah, big game would be awesome. But 90% of the time, what are we doing in this game? 90% of the game, what is it? It's sea, right? Put a fishing element in the game. And when I think of fishing element, I'm not saying, just throw your rod into the fucking ocean. Well, you can't throw your rod. Throw your hook into the ocean, see if the Finding Nemo fish bites, right? No, I'm talking about put some whales in there, right? Like, let's put Free Willy in there. But Free Willy's evil. He too has an eye patch, and you gotta fight and kill Free Willy. So it's the sequel, prequel, Kill Willy. And yeah, maybe we're fighting a big, giant, massive whale like in Pinocchio. Maybe we're fighting Jaws. Wouldn't that be awesome? Like to me, the sharks are such a missed opportunity because all you're doing is whacking them 4 times and they're dead. Why not make those events? Why not make it so that they could also come into the ship? They're really smart. What if, the whales are batting against your ship and they're putting holes in it and you gotta, shoot them to get it so that they breach water so that your cannons could shoot them? Maybe you put a line in that whale and it's taking your ship for a ride and you gotta start shooting at it. Do some things. I think the Kraken is such an awesome idea, but it's implemented so poorly. Like, it's a great idea, but I've never died. I've fought the Kraken 3 times. And let me tell you something, I beat the shit out of him every single time. He maybe takes one of our teammates and throws him, but that's really it. Make those engagements something really special and make them in a moment. And so, with that said, the next thing that I would love to see, and this is actually one of my last things in here, is public events. This is a game of service game, and most game of services, games like Destiny, games like The Division, public events are really awesome. And I think with this game in particular, it puts that element of everybody's kind of against each other, and it puts that into play. And I think that's really awesome. To me, if we just had, a mouse storm in the middle of this ocean, right? I'm bringing a World of Warcraft term nobody knows about, but you enter this storm and then all of a sudden you're teleported into this wide open ocean and you're fighting a kraken or you're fighting Davy Jones himself, right? You're fighting Blackbeard. You're fighting the lawman, right? The Spanish Armada, it's there, or whatever this universe is it really on Earth? Who knows? Nonetheless, let us fight some legendary pirates. Let us fight some ghost pirates, some spectral, eternal type of, goblins or something. Just throw something in there that makes it so that everybody wants to join in and that the rewards are worth it. You maybe get some new sails for your ship or some haunting colors for your ship. Maybe you make your ship fucking like spectral plane type of stuff. It makes it look like it's the Flying Dutchman ship. Something really cool that people would want to risk all their chests for, risk their ship and risk their lives for, right? And then when you're here, when you're in this instance, again, this is the biggest pie in the sky prediction, but how awesome does this sound? When you're in this instance, when you're fighting these huge either monsters or pirate ships, you all have to work together, right? And if you die, that's it. You die in the game, you die for real, right? You're out of the instance, you can't get back in. And right when you defeat them all, you have this opportunity of, okay, guys, let's be pirates about this and kill each other, or let's be pirates about this and not kill each other. There's this awesome game mode coming out for Dying Light called Bad Blood, and what it essentially is 6 people get launched into a map full of zombies to get one thing. And once they get that one thing, once they complete that objective, they have to go back to their base, go back on the helicopter. But the twist is this: there's only one seat for the helicopter. So are you going to help your teammates or are you going to purposely kill them? No matter what, someone has to go. There can only be one. How awesome would that be if we're seeing like a 3v3, 4v4 free for all where it's just a whole bunch of ships shooting at each other? It's really awesome. And it's actually something that gave me inspiration is actually World of Warcraft, another Warcraft reference in here, Mists of Pandaria. There were events where in the Timeless Island, they would have these huge ships that come out. And again, everybody was involved, whether you're Horde or Alliance. And then after the battle's over, you would all fight each other. So it can be done. It would take a strain on the servers, but it would be really awesome. I really do think that. And giving a reward that's worth a damn would be really great. And also at the same time, giving everybody a little bit of gold so everybody feels like, well, we didn't just do that for nothing. And so with that said, with that all out of the way, I think my last thought is this. When it comes to chests, my biggest thing is the gold amount is not enough. I think the economy is at the moment pretty broken, and the fact that they are holding some cosmetics off to be purchased at a later date is wrong, at least from what I've seen so far. The most important thing to me is that they need to fix this economy. They either need to give me a reason to go out and get these chests other than some gold. It would be cool if they put some things in this chest like a new hook, a new sword, a new coat, something to make me want to go back, at least have a chance for physical items to drop in these chests. With that said, last but not least, the most important thing that needs to happen with Sea of Thieves, more than any of these cool ideas, we need a roadmap. And the fact that it's been a week, and a lot of people, I know for me, I've been to every single island. I've been to some islands more than once, more than twice, more than 3 times. It feels like I've experienced all the game has to offer. And we can't rely on the social element to hold people, because some people are just going to leave for better opportunities. We're going to see Far Cry come out, and that's going to have a pretty big hole to Sea of Thieves. Sea of Thieves was lucky. We have to realize that. They launched with not a lot of competition. A lot of people, a lot of Sony or Xbox fanboys like to point out, oh, we're number one, take that, Sony, losers. It's not a competition, but in reality, what did you have that was fighting against you? A Way Out and Ni no Kuni that both came out, first have smaller audiences, and both came out on a Friday? Like, you came out on a Tuesday. You had more days. Like, that is cool on paper, but we need a roadmap. We need to know where we're going, not just in next week or the next month or next 2 months, 3 months. We need a roadmap of what the year is going to look like. At least give us that 3 month mark of this is what we have planned. We want content. Because here's the deal. Your first party, I don't need you to know this. Your first party studio, Microsoft is $1 billion company. And let's be honest with each other. There is perception that this company just can throw cash at you, right? So when I see smaller companies like Epic, like PUBG, have this weekly content for the audience, has their whole studios just dedicated to this game, you can't tell me you can't. And that's why I was kind of so let go and so a little bummed out with all the server issues. I knew they would be there, but I didn't know it would be almost, and we're at a week, and I'm still feeling it. So with that said, we need that roadmap. Please, please, please learn from Destiny, learn from Battlefront, learn from Overwatch, learn from Rainbow Six, learn from all these games that have come out that are games and services. See what they've done right and see what they've done wrong and fix it. And start getting on course. There's a lot of people already getting super negative about Sea of Thieves, it being rushed, it being whatever. I'm not here to speculate. What I know is that the game right now, I want it to be good because I love Rare. They are my childhood. But more than that, I want a good game. I never buy a game at $60 going, and I plan to hate this game. Never. I never go into that mentality. I want every game to do well. I want every studio to do well. I want every company, no matter Xbox, no matter PlayStation, no matter Nintendo, to constantly kill it. Because if we continue to grow, more gamers come to us with more great content, the more taken seriously we are as an entertainment form. And so with that said, it's not even about, success breeds innovation. It's about people taking us seriously. And when we bicker about who is better and whose P9 is larger than this other company's this week, we really do miss the point of what makes games special and what makes games so meaningful to us. It's not a competition. It isn't a race, and it isn't a war. All these, at the end of the day, all these devs, all these publishers, they're all friends with each other. They're all learning from each other. They're all taking their experiences and sharing them with one another. This whole console war nonsense that I've seen recently because of this game, it's just that. It's nonsense. So with all that said, and with all that out of the way, I'm sorry for that little mini rant at the end, but I truly mean it. So with that said, if you want to hear not just rants like these, but first impressions, like news every single week, well then here is Bad Bit Games. We talk about all things gaming, the whole gaming industry at large. We'll tackle Microsoft, Sony, Nintendo. It don't matter who they are. We want to talk about video games. It's all about the dialogue. It's all about the conversation. So with that said, I want to thank our patrons over at patreon.com/makeusbetter, because you guys and gals truly have. This month has been amazing, making us better day in, day out. I want to thank Nintendo, or welcome Nintendo Nostalgia, for coming and being a part of the Make Us Better team. Link down below to them. They make some amazing Nintendo podcasts. So with all that said, and with all that out of the way, everybody, keep your wits about you, and have a great one.